Right. Last week you were eating Gushers. This week it's Warheads.
I'm horny as fuck. Let's get it.
Yep. All right. Mike lost everything in GameStop. That's not a good place to start. Let's start.
How's everyone's
No.
week?
That's a good place to start. Hello. Welcome to the weekly show of Roast Mortem. Hello. My name is Tom.
I'm Travis.
I will be your Cody for this evening.
Mark.
Guys,
Hey.
it's full house. Full house.
Here.
Look at that.
Made it.
Mike, your Screech.
Let's go. Oh, that's sick, because he was in a porno once.
Oh, wait,
he-
that's Saved by the Bell.
He died,
He just
actually.
died.
He
He just
died.
died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dustin
That's
Diamond
terrible.
has in fact died.
Oh.
He was a piece of shit, so
Yeah, we gotta roast him.
Was he got in a knife fight? Does that necessarily constitute someone as a
And he was
bad
horny,
person?
too. I guess it's not a bad
He's
person.
horny.
He was horny.
Leave him alone.
I mean, look at him. I'd be
He-
horny, too.
He's the 90s alfalfa.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Rest
Oh
in peace.
wow!
There you
Actually,
go.
the Carl Switz thing. That
Yeah.
was, I think he died. Carl Switzer died at what? 25, 26?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Something to do
What
with
was that?
dogs.
I'm just glad Jaleel is still alive. I think he's going to live till 175.
Well,
I
on
like
the last
Jaleel.
day of shooting Family Matters, he popped into the machine that made him cool, and now he's fine.
Yeah.
Stefan Urkel.
Yes. So look, the question everyone's been dying to hear us answer. How was your week? Let's start with Mike here.
My week. Oh, yeah. Well, got injected with COVID. I mean, I got the vaccine.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that's the highlight of my week, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
you
you-
know, my phone turned off when you came in. It was blocking the 5G.
Yeah, well, that's good,
Yeah.
because you shouldn't be on your phone, Travis, while recording. I mean, it's
Oh.
really distracting.
Ooh, look at this.
Ooh.
They injected him with the quick wit. I believe that was the model he's in.
Yeah, it's a good
It was a
plasma.
hand sanitizer they just injected in me.
So how do you feel? Do you feel like you're better than everyone in this room?
I feel like everything, like my thoughts are processing so much faster now.
Oh,
Everything's so much clearer. Like this fog that was like before in my head is kind of like you could
All right,
picture
so
that,
quick
Good.
multiple choice test. If
Oh,
you
that's
see
so
somebody
easy, though.
passed out drunk, what position do you put them in,
you
Mike?
flip them up,
He's right.
He's right
All
now.
right.
He's right.
right? I was like, you flip them up,
He's
right?
right now.
Well,
He's right now.
let's just say you're right, Mike.
Now.
I'm gonna just say
Well, you
this.
shouldn't be that drunk in the first place.
I'm actually really scared of Mike today.
Well, me too.
Yeah.
Well, I would just want to say, Mike, you know how much I like you. I love you. You're my cousin,
Thank
but
you.
I like you more now.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I feel great.
Travis, how was your week?
Oh man, my week was same old thing. Second dumpster. I've been dumpster diving on my own property.
Right.
Oh,
I had to climb into my dumpster to get stuff that I accidentally threw out.
What'd you
find it?
accidentally throw out?
This is some clothes that my mom wanted.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was the most mundane thing the
Yeah.
show has to offer.
I know.
Right
well,
on-
you know.
right on top of the coleslaw in the dumpster, too.
Oh,
right?
I also got that like cocaine juice you stick up your nose. That's supposed to clear you out. It's
Snuff?
not actually cocaine.
Afrin?
It's like just chamomile or some shit.
ketamine.
Wow.
It's to clear your sinuses out so I can sound better on the show.
This is riveting. Yes.
You sound great today.
Thanks.
I'm going to go find a doctor when I'm down south to hit my face with a brick so I don't sound so nasally all the time. Because I mean, you hear this. I have almost no nose flow right now.
Maybe
This is-
the moisture down there will clear you out.
Well, I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm going for the
Humidity,
brick.
yeah.
I'm trying to open that shit up another quarter inch. Right in there. I'm alive now.
There you
Wow. What gauge is that?
It's up there. It's at least 00. Cody, how was your week?
Oh my god, I've been just rolling around in my own like hangover fart since like we did that NFHC show.
Oh, me too.
Glad you brought that up because I
Yeah.
don't remember the second half of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was all blurry. I took all fucking Saturday like recouping, and then like today I think it was like I had like an underlying cold that like surfaced with like retribution because of like the drinking. So like today I tried getting to my like convenience store and just to buy like a bottle of Pedialyte, but I passed the Truly seltzers before the Pedialyte, and I thought
You're
that was a good
savage.
substitute.
Look at that with the can crack and everything.
Dang.
Cody, we have to confess something to you.
What'd I do?
Travis and I met up before Not for Human Consumption, and
Uh-huh.
we decided to step out of the office.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yes. Travis and I have put something on the Patreon that is very special.
Yeah.
It's about us not being in the office.
We're out of office because it just so happened I was drinking wheat beers, and our sponsor for the show, Bud Light Seltzer out of office editions.
Yes.
which I don't think I'm going to drink again, except
shouldn't.
for the one
Yeah,
that's in the.
There's one left. They will
You called
sample
it horrible.
What's
But
the
they're
out of the office?
sponsoring.
Out of the office?
Out of office. It wouldn't you're like, hey man, I'm done with work. You want to crack into something nice like a watermelon mojito?
Oh.
Out of
Yeah.
office.
Yeah, when you get those email responses. Either way,
You're
it's-
drinking, operating heavy artillery like I am, or machinery like
No,
me?
not like you.
Artillery. Where the fuck?
Artillery.
I get
the
it.
fuck?
You work at Guantanamo Bay
Yes.
on the weekend.
I drive a forklift around all weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, it's extra sporting when you know the targets of your artillery are in jail.
Right, I don't have to really fire anything.
I mean, I will say that it also came out of my office, meaning my stomach, out of my mouth into the toilet
Your
after
orifice. Yeah, out of orifice.
after the Not For Human Consumption show.
Right. So
I did not puke.
to tie
Which
back
is
in,
probably why I feel like shit.
yeah, Cody, I'm going to get back to you right there. So go on our Patreon if you want to hear Travis and I have a ridiculous conversation about one of our
Oh.
favorite non-dead people, Doug Ford,
Yeah, up there in Ontario.
the premier of. Is he in Ontario?
Ontario.
Oh, he is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. I knew that. Cody, anything else to add to that?
No, I just instead of Pedialyte, I got a hard seltzer that's less than 1% juice,
Wow.
but somehow 5% alcohol.
Juice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Guys, I was just thinking, I somehow went from hating this segment to making it a joke on your behalf, Travis. And now I love this segment
I
and
know.
I enjoy hosting it. And I enjoy
Came around.
listening to you guys talk about your weeks.
That's why I liked it, and you
Yeah.
commandeered it.
I did. Honestly, it was a bit of a shitty move.
Tom, how was your fucking week?
Thanks. I also was at Not For Human Consumption with my friend Travis Cody. I earlier today hung out with my friend Andy, who does he used to
Oh,
do
he's a good egg.
He used to do a podcast. It was called Praise the Game. We've had him on
We
the
were on
show. His podcast is no more because his brother Pete actually murdered several people and he's in jail now.
Yeah,
Really?
he is. There's
Yeah.
a website, ispeteandjail.com. You
Is
should
Pete
check
in
it
Are you
jail?
out.
serious? Did he kill people?
A little bit.
If by people you're
He was so
translating
nice
that
when I
to,
met him. He's a nice guy. when I met
he's killed a lot of children.
him. No, are you shitting me? Damn. You
Yes.
never know. People are
They-
fucking crazy.
Maybe I'm talking about pussy. I don't know. I get them confused.
Oh.
Pussy and people.
It's weird.
Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so I was hanging out with Andy. We went to a store. Andy now streams. He's twitch.tv/garbageandy, and he does a great job. And he actually has a lot of people watching him, giving him money.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, how do we do this? We already have a Twitch channel. It's terrible. It's probably one of the worst, like statistically speaking,
Oh, yeah,
on
it's
Twitch.
good.
Yeah.
It's
I
gotta be
think
the
so.
worst.
You guys are terrible.
So we got to do this. We got to get this Andy money. He's basically making like $50,000 an hour.
Wait, should we
So-
just all
Whoa.
share the same Twitch stream?
Well, not he kind of worked for his, but
Well,
we
we don't wanna work.
could.
I would stream
No.
on my Wi-Fi. It's terrible. It just doesn't work.
We could use the same one and just log in. So maybe we'll talk about this
Yeah.
off. But here I'm just shooting this idea around. I love Andy. I love the fact that he plays Magic, a game I don't understand, but he's a lot of fun as a dude. Go check out his channel. Wow, what a spot.
Yeah.
Out
And
of
you guys
office.
bought me shrimp.
Oh, we did. Yes, we went to Shrimpies over in Huntington.
You guys are disgusting.
Is that new?
Yeah,
Yeah,
brand new
Shrimp is
dude.
gross.
Went to Shrimpies. Mike, shut up. Also, who's on the chopping block?
You guys might have heard of this young man. His name.
Whoa.
Can I restart that? That was
Sure.
yeah.
Get up on that mic, dog.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
have
you're
Mike
presenting.
Prowess tonight.
Tonight
We have a mic episode?
Yeah, man.
we're doing Phil Spector,
All right.
aka Phil shoved my gun in your face for sex. Spector.
All right to it.
Yeah.
Sing.
Little wordy. Little wordy.
Love it.
So so
You don't have to cup it like
I'll have
that.
to cup it. I kind of like doing it though. I kind of like feel like I
well,
talk.
let me turn your gain down a little bit.
I mean,
Okay, now
But
go. Cup all you
now
want.
You have to cup every word now.
Yeah,
have to cup it.
cup it.
Was it
This is
that
Mike
was called
talk. So wait, cut
cupping it?
this out.
All right.
No, you do whatever you want, Mike.
Phil's early years. All right, that sounds like it sound like two.
Well, who
fucking-
is Phil Spector?
Yeah,
you gotta
who
give
is
us a
he?
little
He's a
like.
fucking,
Don't tell about his crime. What does he do?
Give us a
I
taste.
wrote about that later on in the script.
I know.
If
But
you
you gotta-
fucking heard a
called
song in the
introductions.
past fucking 50 years, you've heard Phil Spector, right? He's
Right.
What songs? I don't know who Phil
Come on.
Spector is.
You ever heard of the Beatles? Let It Be.
He
Well,
wrote that.
Phil Spector was behind that, producing it. He's
No
a
shit.
producer, yeah.
I always thought that was a church song. Is he a Catholic man?
I would say so.
Okay.
Let it be.
Oh, I
Let
see
it
why
be.
not, yeah.
touch my pee-pee.
So he's behind the Beatles. He was behind the Supremes,
Yeah,
right?
that the Ronettes, the Righteous Brothers,
Okay, like them.
some Rolling Stones.
So he's a producer or he's a ghostwriter?
He's a producer. He's got a distinct sound called it. It was like he's pioneered the wall of sound, they'd call it, instead of like using like
That's pretentious.
one
All right.
piano. He would have like 4 of them going off, and like all this to be immersed in this kind of like orchestra of pop sound.
Oh, dude, I love pop music.
Yeah.
Pop music's one of my favorite types
Yeah,
of
he's
music.
you could say he's the originator of the teen love songs or teen pop music. You could
Oh,
say,
no
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
All right,
Great.
but he's also a stick your gun in your mouth for sex. So,
Yeah.
Mike, let us know where this origin of this man
Yeah.
began.
Phil's early years. So he was Phil was born on December 26, 1939 in Spanish Harlem in the Bronx to
Boxing
Benjamin
Day.
and Bertha Spector.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
That all checks out. I'm actually kind of looking at something online.
So his name kind of sounds like a superhero.
It sounds like Spectrum kind of to me.
Yeah, he sounds like
he's on the spectrum.
I mean, I could
Spectre
throw
means
a little
ghost.
yeah, but spectrum means you hate your friends.
bit. Well, I can
Right?
see that
I like
too,
you
guess.
guys. No.
He wasn't really,
No.
he wasn't really too kind to his friends. So.
All right.
Okay, we're on opposite ends of the spectrum then.
So when Philly Boy was 10 years old, his daddy committed suicide for no apparent reason.
Damn.
Yeah.
No apparent reason.
Well, he was never told the reasons.
Oh.
Apparent.
Because I don't know.
Do we know how he did the deed?
No, I didn't get that far into it. I didn't see that.
Well, I mean, it's
All right,
right at the
make it up
beginning.
right now. Make it up right
It
now.
is? It tells you right there on the
No, it doesn't.
oh.
I'm just
I couldn't find anything how his father died. Probably
Okay, make it
gunshot
up.
to the
Make
face.
something up right now.
I'll say gunshot to the face.
yeah, Spanish
Come on,
Harlem.
let's do it.
Come on, having a good time. Too many
Wow,
taqueritas.
okay.
Or hang yourself. Go out like a gangster.
Yeah, man.
That's going out like a gangster?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Emotional. Robert Smith, very emotional.
So Phil's daddy's dead. So now his mom and him relocated to L.A., where he would attend like high school and shit.
Okay.
Great place for
Sure.
a child, as we've established on many shows.
So Phil, being a scrawny little fuck, was bullied throughout high school, and his mom was very overprotective of him. So Phil would spend most of his childhood and teenage years cranking his meat in his room alone and listening to the raw new music on late night radio.
All right.
All right, so what would be the raw new music? Well, where are we at right
Oh,
now?
fuck, I didn't look that up.
Well, wait, when was he born? Wait.
Well, it's 1939.
Nah, it's probably like the early 50s. It's probably like Buddy Holly, like Elvis.
Yeah,
Shit.
some Elvis
All right,
stuff.
okay.
All right.
Elvis.
You know,
Richard, maybe, right? Isn't that?
Elvis wrote the
No,
Song of the
it's like
Shrimp,
that.
which I think is one of the best songs ever written. So this guy has a great musical upbringing.
Wait, what shrimp song?
The Song of the Shrimp.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's by Elvis.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's Goodbye,
don't believe it.
Mama Shrimp.
A big tip to our listeners. I heard some Slim Gaylord for the first time at Travis's request. Slim Gaylord, that man sings about food like it's no one's business.
Yeah.
Potato chip. Oh, I like that chip.
Potato chip.
Oh, give me them chip. Crunch, crunch. I don't want,
Want
no
no
lunch. All I want is potato chip. Slim Gaylord, if you're
check
looking for
that
food
out,
music.
actually.
Sorry,
Yeah.
continue, Mike.
Oh, I did actually write down what he was listening to.
All right. So what is he listening to?
I was right. Like
Song of the
Elvis,
Shrimp.
Some Elvis or some Buddy Holly. Some
Oh, yeah.
bullshit. You know?
Hey, it makes sense.
All right.
So like
Some
the Weezer
bullshit.
song, like
Yeah.
oh, I look just like Buddy Holly.
Exactly. Great picture, Travis. So, Phil eventually moves back to New York around the late 50s, and he would go on to form a group called the Teddy Bears.
All right. The world was in the need for some
Yeah.
bears.
Yeah.
Some fucking nice music, you know?
Some
Some,
teddy bears.
All the music coming out now is not so nice. We should get some nice teddy bear music.
yeah,
That's it.
you know,
That's
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it
it.
fucking worked, I guess. He made a lot of money out of being in that band.
Really? So the Teddy Bears was a big band. I
Yeah,
never
they
heard
had
of
a
them.
hit
Me
called
neither.
"To Know Him Is to Love Him." That was their big claim to fame hit back in 1958.
So sometimes people call me a bear, and to know me is to love me.
Right. Also, when they say that, they think you're homosexual.
I don't know. I think that's a nice man.
I know you're not a homosexual.
I
but
think they think I look like Theodore Roosevelt.
all I'm saying is that if you were your body type, your prowess, your sexual prowess, if that was converted to a homosexual formation, you would be considered a bear.
You know-
And I think that's a great thing. I think it's a wonderful thing that you have that option.
I was going to say manticore, but whatever.
Oh, well, just like a bear. You never ever notice that when a bear's standing up, you never see its dong?
Yeah, they're very tiny.
Really?
Well, you know.
Bears have tiny dongs?
Well, you know.
What's up?
Bears have tiny dongs?
Most animals have pretty small dongs, or they retract into their bodies. Unless they're like the ducks. You ever seen a duck cock?
No.
Way top. It's a
Really?
You can't
corkscrew.
measure it. Yeah, it's hard to measure.
It's like a corkscrew noodle. It's just
Whoa,
like,
packing
yeah.
heat.
So this is what that first song that he wrote was about.
Right.
A
Yes.
duck cock.
Right, it was tying back in. Thank you.
Exactly.
Two birds.
That's where you got the inspiration from. You want to know the inspiration?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So Phil would take the title from it was a quote on one of his father's epitaph that was written on his tombstone. That's where he got the
What
title
is it?
from.
Epa what?
Epitaph, right? Epitaph.
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 Epitaph
All right,
Records.
Good job.
Yeah. So yeah, the song topped the charts. Eventually, the group would disband in 1959. By this time, Phil was coming into some money, and his unethical approach to music was making him a very wealthy man.
I think if I had a lot of money, I'd come into it.
I would Scrooge McDuck. I'd splooge McDuck.
Splooge
How
McDuck.
jazz
Yeah.
all over it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I've never heard of the teddy bears. That's weird.
I haven't either. I
I
know.
listen to the song to know him and to love him. It kind of sucks ass, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
I was
All
like,
right.
this is like whatever.
It's
not
like,
yeah, it's
ooh.
like doo-wop. Like I like that shit, some of that shit, but
Doo-wop's not that fun.
No.
I'll say like maybe
There's a
maybe
couple.
there
a
should
handful.
there should be like 15 doo-wop songs, and then everyone goes, "That's enough."
Yeah.
yeah.
It's basically the
Yeah.
ink spots from Fallout.
Yeah,
That's it.
Basically.
Well, that's the barbershop. Isn't that barbershop?
Yeah.
Barbershop's more fun.
I think it kind of blends the line of barbershop and doo-wop.
Okay, fair enough. Mike, continue.
Will do.
I love being read to right now. I'm just being I'm in a read to mood.
Yeah, I'm in a red tube move.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said before, Phil's technique of his wall of sound bullshit, damn, I really like a fucking gangster. Oh man, I'm fucking this up.
Just get the gist of it. You don't have to
Yeah.
read it verbatim.
I like the way I'm talking and then how I wrote my script. Just like it doesn't.
You're not nearly as black in person. That's
Yeah.
right.
Phil's technique of the wall of sound, to break it down into layman's terms. Let's say you have a piano and instead he has 3 pianos crashing down with sound to immerse you into it.
Okay.
Like an orchestra of sound, you know.
I think this was somewhat popularized by the Beach Boy.
Exactly.
Guy, too.
He helped them out.
Yeah,
Beach
he
Boys
worked
and
with
shit,
them.
yeah.
That's like this sound was it's all about like a giant rock and roll thing
Yeah.
where they would mic the whole room and they would have the pianos and they would put thumbtacks in the pianos on the hammers so they sounded harsher.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this
Huh.
is when you get those like 50s, like 60s mobs where it's like, turn that racket down.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was abrasive at the time.
Yeah.
Little did that mother know that the album Chapter of Accidents by Dead Infection was only 35 years away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that everyone's like sucking Phil off because he's like some musical genius and shit. So some of his claims to fame, like I said before, the Beatles, Stevie Wonder, the Ronettes, Righteous Brothers, helped George Harrison and John Lennon on some of their solo work. And Phil also loved to not pay a lot of his artists royalties.
Oh.
Ooh, there we
Well,
go.
Hey,
Little
man.
stingy boy. He was like, I'm keeping that money for myself.
I've been there for my entire last 7 years of my life. Let me tell
You
you.
don't need to get paid, Tom.
Yeah, but Tom, you got a reward.
You
It's
got a
much
little-
better
yeah,
than.
you got a plaque.
I got an ASCAP reward to remind me how many houses I've bought for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That make you feel good, Tom.
Yeah.
I love middlemen. I'm a huge fan of Phil Spector. If it was up to me, I'd be that dead whore. I would give myself up to him. That's how I feel.
I would
Yeah.
too. I'd be like, oh,
She only worked one night and got killed. I've been getting killed for the last 10 years.
Son of a bitch.
So so he's working with these people, Mike. Like, is he? And he's living in New York. Is he like kind of moving around? Is he touring with them? Is he? What's his kind of? I mean, I guess people know who he is because he wrote that song that you said sucked ass.
Yeah.
So
I think he had a studio in LA by this time.
okay,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, remember property was cheaper back then.
Yeah,
like
it was
if
a lot
you
easier to
had
do stuff, yeah.
if you had the backing, you could do those things.
right.
Like,
He's probably all over
Well,
the place.
you didn't even need the backing. You just need to work at like a gas station. You get a house.
yeah, exactly. That's Abbey Road. Basically, guy sold petrol and then decided to not eat lunch for 3 weeks and was able to buy a studio.
Dude, they had a lot. They really knew the power of working a day, back then. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's so weird how people were able to just work a day.
Yeah, and we're so lazy now.
We're so lazy.
I know, right? I hate my life.
Yeah, this is horrible.
I hate my life. So, should I keep going? You guys just hate
We're
me?
just done.
Hate me or something?
No, it's great, Mike. This is
Yeah.
great.
Keep going. It's great.
Oh, here we go.
Cody just doesn't understand music at all, so it's
Yeah.
all just going in
That's
one ear
called
and out.
Cody.
Yeah, I
the
didn't.
Yeah,
I,
he's trying. He really is. I see him.
Cody, you hate me or something?
I got notes here.
Cody, do you know what? Yeah, do you know what notes are? You know what the guitar is?
Yeah, it's the thing you take in school.
That's true. I did
Yeah.
take it in school. I hated it.
Yeah, well,
No,
see,
I was talking about notes.
Oh.
this is a multi-layered joke that's actually very smooth.
All right, Phil getting kind of crazy now. I'm tired of being the nice Mike. Now I'm getting serious.
Oh.
Crack it open, Mike.
I think this is the 5G
Do it.
COVID
I got the
vaccine.
5G starting to
fucking-
kick in now. I'm getting a little
Right. Last week you were eating Gushers. This week it's Warheads.
I'm horny as fuck. Let's get it. So, Phil had an
Top of the
obsession
episode,
with
please.
guns, especially handguns. He would often pull it out on people, especially his recording artists, to intimidate them if things weren't going his way, and maybe
Whoa.
put some pressure on them.
Mm.
Some pressure? Just some.
Just a little bit of pressure. And this stems back to an incident in 1958 when he was accosted by 4 gentlemen in a bathroom and peed on.
Oh, so
Oh, man.
Oh,
Being a scrawny little man that he was unable to defend himself and was urinated on.
like I don't feel bad for him.
well,
Maybe he could have been a different person if he never got peed on.
yeah, but
Let's
it seems
unpack
that
this.
he reacted very strongly to it. Like he made sure
I'd be
that
pretty pissed off.
he
peed on.
he was like
Dude.
he got peed on. He got embarrassed. They didn't have hashtags back then.
They didn't have iPhones.
They didn't have stop
I'm like,
Asian
this guy
hat.
got fucking peed
Yeah.
on.
Yes,
I'm
stop.
pretty sure like 80% of like the Marvel and DC universes, like supervillains, have been peed on, which, have made them supervillains. Like, Lex Luthor definitely peed on as a
Probably.
kid.
He
Yeah.
was human pee. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is like it seems like an overreaction. Like I like guns. Like I think that people need.
They're nifty.
Yeah,
If they choose to have a gun, that's great. But no one should ever just be flashing around like
yeah, you had a
that.
problem with that.
Don't
I think I
brandish,
might
don't
even
brandish.
label that as irresponsible.
Well, I just imagine this guy going into like a truck stop restroom and he just got his gun out. He's like, "Don't,
Yeah.
you better go one over.
Nobody
Gotta
pee
go one
on
over.
me.
Well, yeah.
Don't look
Pull
at
his
me.
pants up.
Yeah,
Did I
Give me the
see eye
buffer.
contact? Stare straight ahead.
right. It's an overreaction to what is definitely an embarrassing moment. But
PP is very sterile.
You could brush it off back then.
It's
Well,
not completely
it's
sterile,
fresh.
but it's. I'd rather get peed on than have
Shit on me.
I don't know,
Jazz.
mango lassi poured on my head.
well, I'm
It's got
just
more
saying
bacteria.
There's a lot of people who carry a gun to protect themselves, but they're not known as the guy with the gun who shoves it in my face all the time and one cuts me in line at
Yeah.
the Chinese restaurant. Like that's different. Anyway, Mike, continue. I was just painting a picture there.
It was a beautiful picture. I love it.
It's truth. That's why.
That's
Obvious
true.
truth.
Maybe he enjoyed it a little bit.
I think so too. I think a little power trip for a little Philly boy.
Yeah.
You know, being a little. He's a very tiny guy.
Mhm.
So, some
I'm seeing him having to hold like the handgun with both of his hands,
most likely,
like some
yeah.
like tiny cartoon character.
He's a funny looking fucking dude.
He is.
He is
Let's-
one ugly looking motherfucker.
Let's post some
all right.
pictures. Mike, keep talking.
Yeah, let's
So,
paint a picture.
Some notable people he's held at gunpoint. John Lennon.
He probably deserved it.
Phil was joking around with John Lennon and fired a shot off point blank next to his ear one time in the studio.
Oh, that's nice.
So next to
What do you-
John Lennon's ear.
Yeah. And John Lennon said, "Phil, if you're gonna kill me, you might as well do it. Don't ruin my ears," or something like that.
That makes sense. Him and Harry Nielsen just going on like almost suicide binges in L.A. going, I want to ruin my voice because I beat my wife and feel bad for it.
He also would chase John around the hallways of his studios, yelling threats at John. John loved his recording style. He just hated his personality, he would say.
I would probably look for a different studio. To be fair, I don't think.
Yeah, one with less bullet holes and like the soundproof foam.
I just love the sound so much. Could you imagine that being like why you're okay with getting shot at?
It sounds good, though, as a production.
Well, Tom, you've had some time in working in studios. I'm sure that people are a lot like him all over the place.
Everyone who works in a studio and thinks that music is important is an idiot. I hate music.
Wow, man.
I hate movies.
So I said John Lennon was another guy, right? That's the talk about.
Yeah,
that
we
dude.
talk about John
Yeah.
Lennon and how he
Len-
just loved the sound.
Yeah, he loves sucking on Phil's gun.
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen,
Yeah.
another guy Phil was pulling the gun on.
Really?
He was they got into a dispute about song order on his album The Death of a Ladies' Man.
Just the order of the
I
song.
think the order of the songs.
Order of tracks.
They would,
Wow. Okay.
they would be hammered together constantly while making this album.
Right.
And Phil put the gun next to Cohen's neck and said, "I love you, Phil." Oh, no, I love you. I love you.
I love you, Leonard.
I love you, Leonard.
I love you, Leonard.
Threatened to kill him. Yeah.
You know,
Is
Leonard
that's-
Cohen's another one. He's like, he never gets the praise in the mainstream media.
I love Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, that the
Yeah.
other of these guys, and he also got ripped off really bad. His manager had basically had sex with his bank account
Really.
for the better part of 30 years.
Same thing with the Creedence Clearwater guys.
Yeah, they never
Really?
get any.
They got their
Yeah,
buttholes
shit,
pushed in.
Damn.
Yeah, like all the
sucks.
they don't
I know
even.
that.
I don't think they like any of those guys get royalties on any of their songs.
What?
Some shit
Really?
like that. Yeah, like dude,
Yeah.
these people who write like the most iconic shit. You
Get
know,
screwed.
Creedence Clearwater, Leonard Cohen, myself. These guys all get fucked
Damn.
by upper management. People who should really, they were dropouts of music school. And
Yes.
they're mean.
I gotta do
They're real
that.
mean.
I gotta start doing it to people.
Well, that's what I do now. Now I make money. Back then I didn't make money. Leonard Cohen never
Good for
learned
you.
his lesson.
Well, so Mike, when you're saying they're getting fucked up, obviously they're drinking. This
Yeah,
is the
well,
'60s. They're
yeah.
probably doing what,
Well,
acid.
this is 70s. This happened in the late 70s. This one.
Oh, okay.
Jumping around a little bit.
So like he's like a man of all drugs, right?
I don't think
The
he really
Omni
did
drug.
drugs. I think he was a big drinker.
Oh, just drinking.
I didn't really see too much about drugs at all.
All right. Well, he's probably doing
Yeah,
some
probably
blow.
did blow. Probably
everyone's
party,
doing
yeah.
blow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Blow was easy back then.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
That was
nothing
normal.
to it.
Yeah. That you don't even need to bring that up.
You know,
I mean,
what?
look
you
at
could
his
be on your
nose
way-
too. He's got like
Yeah.
a Coke nose.
Yeah, it's.
You could be on your way home from work and accidentally do 2 rails. Like, oops, sorry, honey.
it's the way
That was
we
my
talk
finger.
about Red Bulls now. Like, oh, it's bad for your kidneys, y'all. But I don't drink.
Man, the
like,
future's gonna be
cancel it
so boring.
Oh God, it's
You
gonna
won't even be able
boring.
to drink a Red Bull or a Monster Energy drink.
Dude, they're gonna make ASMR illegal. I even think that's gross. Yeah,
Well,
That's
weed's
not how
legal
that-
now, so it's
stop
not as
it.
fun.
Cody, you getting hard?
Cody's
Little
hard.
bit.
I'm hard already.
Doesn't sound on my snatch.
Can we take a break? I'm too hard.
Yeah.
Hardness break.
The third and final person I'm gonna explain. Phil pulling a gun on. I just said that like an idiot. The Ramones.
Come on, man.
All of them.
Oh.
Dee Dee Ramone. After a long night of recording, Dee Dee Ramone was like, "Yo, I'm out of here," and Phil was like, "You ain't leaving nowhere." Pulled the gun on him, and Dee Dee still left.
Oh,
Well, yeah. I mean, the Ramones didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, so
yeah, they were early punk rock.
Yeah.
It sounds like safe music now, but back
Back
in the
then,
day,
it's
that
probably
was very
sick.
adventurous.
Well-
Imagine being Phil Spector and be like, "All right, boys, stand in a line."
Yeah.
I'm just
Don't
picturing what
move.
is there? There's 3 Ramones, right?
that's 4.
4. So he's got like a gun in each hand, and then he's got like gun on his feet.
That's boots.
Right.
It's like
Oh, Bayonetta style.
Yeah, or King Kong.
no, but the Ramones. I mean, you said Phil Spector was from Spanish Harlem. The Ramones were also what, the Bronx
I think
They were-
Forest Hills.
at Forest Hills. Yeah, there were other New Yorkers. They don't give a shit about this little weenie boy pulling a gun on him.
Yeah, he's an LA bitch ass.
Yeah.
At this point, he moved there when he was 10 to LA.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he's got nothing. He's got no spine.
got
Shout out
sun.
to LA.
He's got the sun and shine on his fucking little ass body.
California really got to retire the bear flag. You guys don't deserve it.
Yeah, right. Well, they got
Travis
plenty of
deserves
bears
the bear
actually.
flag.
I deserve the
Yeah.
bear flag.
This is
I
off
think
topic.
Rhode Island
Yeah.
deserves it.
Yes.
This is off topic, but I watched something about the Ramones. There's like a
Yeah.
recording of Lou Reed hearing them for the first time,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Wow, everything I've made before just sounds wimpy compared to these dudes." It's pretty funny.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, Lou Reed did write some good tunes. You know, I
They
can't.
said that was like punk rock before punk rock was all his bullshit.
Punk rock before punk,
Was it Iggy
like
Pop,
what
maybe?
we know as punk rock. It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Lou Reed and like Velvet.
Velvet
Like
Underground.
that's not punk.
I guess
it
kinda
was at the time.
Yeah, at the time.
But
But
now
it's-
it's like fucking
It's-
alternative
Yeah,
folk rock.
alternative rock and roll. Like it's really just rock and roll
Yeah.
now.
Well, that's the same thing with what, like Black Sabbath being metal.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like,
Metal before it was metal.
but like punk has, like the whole culture of it has subscribed to, like the Black Flag and beyond kind of idea of what
Yeah.
punk even is. But for some reason, the metalheads, they're nerds, so they like to categorize everything way too much. So it's just like, well, like black metal, they were like stoner metal,
New
okay?
metal.
But then like every type of metal since then is like we all love Black Sabbath, but everything's different.
Yeah. But and also you hit that the peak of punkdom is
Oh,
the
no.
American Idiot soundtrack.
Exactly.
Wow. I was gonna say some 41.
Some before no,
I was
I
gonna
mean
say
that's
Blink-182.
a lot. That's a lot less. What's the Green Day musical? That one's the peak.
Oh, right. Right. As soon as it gets on Broadway, nothing more punk than Broadway. All right, continue before this conversation gets somehow worse.
Phil is now in love.
Nice.
This next slide is called
Good transition.
Yeah, I liked
In the
that.
late 60s, Phil's getting horny as fuck, and he's marrying former Ronette singer Ronnie Bennett. If you ever seen Goodfellas or fucking any Italian mob movie, you've heard that song "Be My Baby."
Yeah.
It's a good way to,
Be my baby.
Yeah.
like Tom said.
Good,
Golden
good.
age where females could be named Ronnie.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Phil's
that time.
Phil's married to this babe, and Phil would actually make her his prisoner in reality.
Oh.
Phil would never let her leave the mansion that they were living at, crushing all of her musical ambitions. He would tie her up and lock her in the closet for long periods of time and hide her shoes so she couldn't walk out on him.
Now was she into that?
Yeah, I was gonna say Travis said that actually sounds good. I mean,
Was she
I
into
mean-
that? Was there consent
I
involved?
mean, look at that man right there. Would you want to take his cock?
No. So I'm gonna say that was
Look
non-consensual.
at that. Look at that fro
binding.
right there. I mean, back then it probably didn't look like
Paint
that.
this picture, Mike. I can't see it. Paint a picture for
Uh,
me and the people at home.
Just picture like a fucking, like a Slim Jim.
yeah, he looks like if
Just entering
Dracula
your
had
body.
a younger brother who was even more so prone to being affected by daylight.
Yeah, and instead of blood, it was Slim Jims that he ate.
Yeah, he does look terrible. He looks like
Those are
if,
mostly blood.
he looks like if New Jersey was a person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that a lot,
Okay.
actually. Holy shit.
I got this.
Yeah. And yeah, in his he's more famously known for the wild. We're gonna get into it later, but the hair
Yeah, the wigs.
later. Yeah, he was big on wigs and
Yeah.
just
A
going
gross
all
human
out.
being.
Yeah, But either way, what Travis was saying, back to that, Travis, you've whispered into my ears many times while drinking, hide my shoes. And I didn't, because I don't hate you. But Phil Spector obviously hated his wife.
Yeah, I think she was trapped in the closet like R. Kelly. He was peeing on her because he got all pissed off that he got peed on.
I gotta say, poor woman,
pissed
but
on.
also
You're in a mansion, so it's not.
You're in a mansion.
You're also in
Yeah.
a closet all day. It's
Oh,
it's kinda
okay.
depressing.
Well, that's like when Ellen complained about like, oh, COVID, I have to be trapped in my house.
right, exactly.
And it's like your house is 10 acres.
Yeah, right.
Well-
Fucking so yeah, Phil even went to full lengths of that's not even a good word to use. Phil went to the extremes of even having a gold coffin installed in his basement with a clear window display.
What do you think he put in there?
Probably glass dildos. Take that out, Zwick. That didn't really work.
Well, he put ladies in this coffin?
He threatened Ronnie that would be her resting place if he ever left her.
Kind of hot.
That's
I
annoying.
just said if he ever left her.
If you ever leave me,
Yeah.
that's what you meant to say, right? Like
Right.
he'd bring her
Yeah,
downstairs.
you're gonna be in this coffin, baby. If you
Oh,
fucking
okay.
leave me.
he would jump onto her like a squirrel monkey from Indiana Jones and go, "Why don't you love me? Look at what I put in the basement."
Yeah, but it had a glass bottom. You could glass bottom
No,
boat people.
Glass top.
Oh, glass
So, like,
top.
it's
You
on
could still
display.
glass bottom boat people.
Yeah.
Where was the glass top? Was it an all glass top or was it like a boob window or something?
That was all glass. I think it was like a clear
Okay.
like window display.
It was probably a Coke table.
Probably.
Yeah,
Realistically,
probably.
this is
And,
a
yeah,
party
Oh.
or a
place.
pool
Yeah.
table maybe, a little pool,
Yeah, a little pool, a little Coke. Have a
Titty
good
pool.
a
time.
little dead body in there. You
Got to
know.
replace the felt weekly when you're having those parties.
Yeah.
So around 1972, Ronnie had enough and shattered a glass sliding door and fled the property barefoot. She would file for divorce
Oh.
2 years later. During the filing, Phil made her sign a settlement that cut her out of future earnings. She also claimed that Phil would make his 3 adopted children perform sex acts on Phil's girlfriends.
Ooh.
What? Hold on.
No.
Don't paint a picture. Just say what you said again.
Yeah,
different.
reiterate that.
Differently?
Yeah, like phrase it again.
Which part?
Do Mad Libs.
What is he threatening to do with children?
Oh, they adopted 3 children, and I guess he would have them perform sex acts on Phil's girlfriends.
Oh.
Like, after Ronnie wasn't together with
Gotcha.
him, he had his girlfriends.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how true this state. I saw it. I read it somewhere when I was doing my research. I don't know.
Well, he seems like a monster.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
But
that's
like a
kinky
funny
shit.
monster. Like Monsters Inc. would have done great with this guy.
I mean,
He kind of does look like that circle boy with the one eye.
Oh, Michael.
Wazowski.
Yeah, Michael.
Oh, that's my name.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's pretty gross.
Yeah. So Phil's a piece of shit.
Well, here we are.
So he really kind of fell out of the music industry around like the late 70s, 80s. He's kind of like dimmed out of the spotlight. He kind of just stepped away from it.
Okay.
So became like a hermit in his Los Angeles mansion. So he's kind of tucked away for a while. You know, he's living his life. He'd only really leave his house to go out to like dinner and shit and drinks and stuff.
In LA, I found it a mysterious thing where no one knows how to cook anything.
Yeah.
So you have to leave to go. You have to go to a restaurant.
The night man,
Mhm.
man of the night.
You go outside. You have to go to the restaurant, and they'll make you a tomato sandwich, and then you go home hungry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Honey, can you make me a grilled cheese? What?
I spent 4 days in LA, and I don't remember one meal. To be honest with you, I think
Really?
that
It's all quinoa.
Trying to think what I ate.
yeah, you were there not too long ago, right? You went
What did I
scooting.
eat in L.A.?
Nothing.
You just ate weed,
Oh, I
right?
ate fucking In-N-Out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's acceptable, I guess.
Destroyed my asshole with that, you know?
Yeah.
I had good In-N-Out and I had bad, so I had the best of both worlds.
So you had two doses of godly beef.
Yeah.
One wasn't so godly. One was godly and one was like depressing. I was like, damn, this is California.
You got it on Sunday. That's the punishment beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you got some jet propulsion on that board.
I got
I'm
the
sure.
fries, the animal fries, and it was just like a piece of like melted cheese on top of fries. Like,
Oh,
on the
yeah,
corner,
baby.
And it just gave me
Ooh.
diarrhea.
Hey, man, congratulations. Welcome to the West Coast.
City of Angels.
California love. So let's fast forward to 2003. You guys remember that year, right? That was a good year.
Yeah, we're going
Oh,
all the way
we're
up
all the way
there.
up there?
Yeah, we're skipping 20 years.
Well, he doesn't do that
He's
much.
just jerking off for 20 years.
He just
Okay.
said he was like in his house for
Yeah.
like
Hermit
eating
boy.
He's just probably
Five Guys
raping
or
people
In
for
and
20
Out.
years.
He,
Yeah.
he did
Guns.
quiet rape. L.A. rape.
Oh, LA rape.
Yeah, have a gun.
Oh
have
yeah,
sex.
that,
Yeah, yeah.
that's stealth rape.
La
You
rape.
got to screw the silencer onto your penis,
Yeah.
real tight.
Casting couch rape. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So, the year's 2003. Phil's getting horny as fuck, you know. I would be too if I was old and couldn't fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he's an elderly gentleman that has a lot
Yeah.
of Viagra's.
Yeah, if in my past I beat the shit out of John Lennon, I'd be horny all the time.
Yeah.
So he's out on
Just
the
keep thinking
town,
about it.
and the girl he was with that decides to go home because she didn't want to have drinks with Phil. He was upset that she would order water at the table and not be having rum shots with him.
Oh.
Mm.
So
See,
Phil,
that's sketchy because it's just like at any time like I see some guy like trying to push a dark drink on somebody, I feel like you're hiding a roofie in that. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was doing that shit. Fucking
I
hanging out
mean,
with fucking Bill Cosby.
yeah, hanging out with Bill, right?
It's- Bill
Hey,
got those
girls, you
pills.
like the jello? I don't
Was
know.
that supposed to be an impression?
I can't
of
do
Bill
him.
That's I can't do him. Yep. No, you can't.
Jello.
I can't do him either. Let's all try right now. Do
Sounding
you
right
kids
there.
want to eat the jello with me? I got a big old surprise for you back in the hotel room. Come on down. Could you imagine?
Having sex with him.
Why don't they call roofie people, like date rapists, roofers?
Yeah.
I think roofers work too hard to be
Yeah,
slandered like
yeah.
that.
That's a lot of slander on roofers.
Yeah, those guys are
That's a hard
literally
job.
putting a roof over your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard job.
So I understand why. I'm just throwing it out there. You know, I'm glad that the roofers did not get destroyed by some hashtag.
Stop, Bill.
Stop the roofers.
So he's trying to Bill Cosby her. She's like,
Yeah.
I just want water.
Just want
And look
water,
at these
Billy.
fake tits I got.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
yeah. So Phil is upset. You know, he's got a fucking half a chub. He decides to head to the House of Blues. You guys ever been there? I've never been there.
I know.
That's
of
where
the
I go
place.
when I have a chub.
Yeah.
So there's a VIP room section at the House of Blues where a lot of celebrities hang out and shit like that. It's like a
Yeah, like Johnny Depp
Yeah.
goes there to,
Yeah.
to rock and roll.
very cliquish kind of feng shui. You got to know someone to get in kind of
Right.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Jon Depp. I have starred in The Pirates of Caribbean. Would you like to have a champagne with Jon Depp?
Could you imagine if that's how he really spoke? He was like a Swedish transplant, and everyone's just like, "You're so handsome. We don't care that you sound like garbage."
Yes, I am the handsomest Jon Depp you will ever see.
Welcome to my pirate shop.
Do you like Hunter S. Thompson? I did him too.
I also smoke cigars with him.
So,
Piggybacking. That was hard to piggyback. That was a funny joke, Travis.
So now, we're at the House of Blues, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're at the House of Blues chilling. We're going to the VIP section with Phil now. Let's go there.
Let's go with Phil.
So
I like this.
we're following Phil,
Ooh.
and he comes across a struggling aging actress named Lana Clarkson, who is working as the VIP hostess at the House of Blues Club.
Is that Kelly Clarkson's mom? Dad.
Dad.
I didn't even look that up. They might be related.
All right.
Could be.
All right. You probably don't know a lot about this Clarkson lady, but like when you say she's a struggling actress, she's gotten no jobs.
She was
probably.
in a bunch of like B movie, like Barbarian, like some weird Barbarian movie. She was in
Like Conan the Barbarian?
some like B movie though, like rip off of that shit.
All right.
But not- but she
probably
wasn't-
pornography.
No,
No,
I was
no,
gonna say
Nolan
probably
the Barbarian.
she probably hovered above pornography.
Yeah.
She did that many B movies.
Ah.
Like,
She's
and
a
I'm,
beautiful
when I
woman,
talk about,
like, you know.
she may have done pornography without the camera. That's what a lot of those
okay.
ladies have to
All
do.
right.
Oh,
You know?
that's
just-
what that's called.
Yeah, it's
Getting your foot in the door, we call it these days.
yeah.
Sticking your foot in her pussy.
Yeah, can you just imagine going on like
Crude.
a third date with a woman and being like, "How about you and I have some cameraless pornography?"
And them
Hey.
going, Imagine
Bye.
Phil Spector. He is. If see, Johnny Depp actually played Phil Spector in Edward Scissorhands. We didn't talk about that. That's actually based on him. He had a lot of, and the guns were turned into scissors for the screenplay. Okay,
So he was shooting a waterbed?
he walked
like,
around. Johnny
"Oh!"
Depp somehow made it sexier, but just imagine a meth addled Edward Scissorhands who produced music, who was like, Brian Johnson, play it like this. Peaceful. And everyone's just like, your music sounds so good, I keep going back.
Oh god.
All right, so we're in House of Blues. We met the lady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he meets his hostess,
Lady Met.
What's her name again? Sorry, Lana?
Lana Clarkson.
Lana
Lana.
Clarkson, okay.
So she has no idea who the fuck Phil is. She's like, who the fuck is this fucking old, gross looking man?
Good for her.
Is this Afro period like we see?
Yes, kind of. It's in that same. He's got like a shitty ass like Aaron Carter haircut around this time, kind of.
It's
You
that
type in 2003. Let's see what happens. You
Oh, okay.
type in Phil Spector 2003. You get a nice.
Because he's a man of like a million haircuts.
Yeah, he's got a lot of different styles.
they're all wigs. You can have a new haircut every
Well,
day.
yeah.
And everyone's gonna
See,
go,
like,
hey,
the Laguna Beach haircut right here.
Oh, so he's got like the Howard Stern thing going
All right,
on.
a little
Yeah.
stern in this period. All
he's
right.
stern
It's going
here. But there
stern
was
right
that picture of him with the Aaron Carter thing.
now. Yeah,
It was
the
very
Lagu-
disturbing.
Laguna.
Imagine
Hills.
working in where he stopped to get coffee. And when he walks in, he goes, usual, please, waving a gun around. It's just like, who the fuck are you?
Oh, it's Phil again. Fuck.
Who's this Twiggy midget?
He keeps raving.
Oh, good.
Revolver in my face.
Picture painting, Tom.
So Howard Stern is at the VIP club, and Lana mistakes him for a woman.
I believe it
Well,
with
she's,
that.
she's telling him, "Ma'am, I don't see your name on the list."
Oh.
So Phil's getting a little frustrated until a coworker tells Lana who Phil really is, and she's like, "Oh shit," you know, trying to cover her tracks and lets him in.
A lot of backpedaling right
yeah,
there.
backpedaling, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good word for it.
It
Yeah.
happens. You know, I've been there.
So Phil's getting toasted. He's turning up at the House in Blues, fucking shooting his shot for every. I mean, fuck. Man. He's turning up at the House in Blues.
Right.
He's shooting his
Right.
shot. He's trying to take someone home.
Right.
He's
Okay,
offering everyone
okay.
drinks. And eventually, he's asking Lana for drinks.
Right.
The chick who thought that he was a
Hostess.
woman.
Yeah, it's later
Yeah.
on in the night. It's getting like early in the morning kind
Yeah.
of now. So he's like, have a drink with me. She asks her boss or whoever is in charge of her if she can have a drink with him.
Mhm.
And she's told no.
Yeah, they usually don't like that.
Yeah.
No.
So Phil's like, egging her on to come back to his place to have one more drink with him.
Yeah. This
She's
is bad.
Yeah. She's, what's the right word for this? Not abrasive.
No, she's like skeptical. of the
Yeah,
whole
she's
thing.
like, oh,
Yeah.
should I do this? This guy's like sketchball.
Well, she's hesitant.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best word because she finds out that this man of power
He's got a lot of money.
has now been insulted by her mere hostess skills and the lack of them.
And the misgendering.
Yeah, the misgendering. That's really rude, especially when you look like a bitch, like Phil Spector does. Like,
You know, he was wanting to fuck the gun right there.
yeah,
He's like,
the man
pull
was
this shit
peed
out.
on, and he's got problems over this, and you misgender him.
Oh, he's tight. He's definitely like, he's not forgetting about that shit.
Yeah.
Solana's like, she's hesitant. I think that would be the best term.
But then she's like, oh, maybe he knows someone that can maybe get me some jobs in the acting career.
Oh,
Right.
L.A.
Yeah,
LA.
she wants to, you know, make her resume better.
She wants to network with his penis.
Networking, yes.
Yeah, it's the idea of like false trust that is over there. Like everything in LA, I think statistically speaking, it's like 70-80% lies.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the whole place.
False promises.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So if you ever go there, or if you are from there, please don't kill
Travis and I
yourself. Leave.
Travis and I sometimes get work from there that is super weird and flaky.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, it be. All right, continue.
So, Phil's trying to bust a nut, so he asks Lana if she wants to go back to his house for one more drink. She's hesitant, but eventually gives in, and the two head back to his place
Oh.
via limo driver.
It's not good.
Safe, don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and
Little
drive.
PSA and roast Morton. You know?
Right.
I like how you said via limo driver, not limo. Like they actually got on the back of the driver and just like
piggyback-
mushed
Piggyback ride.
all the way to the house.
Phil's like, your hat's disgusting. Throw it out.
Yeah, fucking hobo. Come back with me. So Phil's got his little chode out. He's like, all right, I'm gonna get laid tonight.
I'm gonna
This
get
is-
this wet.
He's like, fuck yeah, I fucking did it. So he's back at his house an hour later, and after some physical advances on Lana, she's not interested.
Right.
And
Yikes.
Phil's not really too happy with that.
Yeah.
And he put a gun in her mouth and blew her brains out.
Oh!
Okay. Like,
Okay, so
You're not getting me a blowjob? Here, how about this gun? in your mouth?
obviously, let's be honest here.
But that's not the best part.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
oh,
sorry.
you
more,
thought
but
that was
wait,
the best
there's more.
part. No,
So-
he thought the murder was the best part. Hold
Well,
on.
all right, let me hear the
All
other
right.
best part.
Phil's limo driver was outside the whole time, waiting for it because he was going to take this woman home back, after they do the deed.
Right.
So he hears this gunshot, and he's startled by it. He goes to see what's wrong, and Phil comes outside, and he goes, I think I killed someone.
Oh, I think. Okay,
Wow,
hold on,
okay.
really quickly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Unpack,
need to unpack. So this woman is a victim.
Yes.
I'm not going to cut it any other way.
Yeah.
But what I will say is this: not that she knew who Phil Spector was or anything like that.
She clearly didn't.
She didn't, right? But she does want to go to his house with him. Like she's like,
True. She didn't go
she
there.
agrees to go. Okay, that's not bad. This is a creepy old man.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
slapping ass like spatula on a flatbed.
It's
You
5
know,
in the
he
morning,
is
too.
going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
this guy is looking.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the job if you don't take
If
the
you're dead.
pipe. If you don't take the
Exactly.
pipe,
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be your friend.
you know what
Well-
you're signing up for the sex stuff. Now, I'm not saying that she knew what she was signing up for with the sex stuff, but what I'm saying, if that was her thought process, just suck his penis because that's why you're there.
Well, it's like
This is like read between the lines,
Yeah.
people.
it's like if I go to the Bronx Zoo and I hop the fence over into the penguin pen,
Right.
right? And I don't have fish on me.
Right.
Those penguins are going to puncture every hole in my body.
They're going to hurt you, and you signed up for that.
Yeah, so I need to have fish to give the penguins.
I am
Right.
so
Or else I'm gonna be
confused by what's
punctured.
going on right now.
All I'm saying here is I am saying this woman is a victim. I'm not blaming this on her,
Yeah.
but for future people out in LA or perhaps New York City, where plenty of greasy men are trying to invite you back to their apartment.
Come back to my
Uh,
penthouse.
yeah, exactly. If you think that just going there to chat is gonna get you anywhere, you're an idiot. You're really fucking stupid.
What if it's Andrew
And-
Yang though?
Poor
He wants to
Lana,
sell you
start
crypto
wrong.
coins.
Andrew Yang wants to invite you back to his house so you can meet his wife. And she could tell you about her new book, and he could sit there cross-legged on the couch and nod. That's
With
what
his
Andrew
finger
Yang would do.
On his lips like this.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I'm
I'm
gonna come.
gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. Oh, I'm gonna come 2,000 times a month.
Oh shit.
Oh,
So,
shit.
Phil's
Either way, you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hijack it like
No, that's
that. I just like the whole thing is
That's a
like,
good picture.
yeah,
Yeah.
who are you people? Who are you people? Like, why did anyone think anyone was going to get away with any of this? Like, you are just a
Yeah,
fucking...
it was like a little late. It was like 3 a.m. when they left the House of Blues. Like, what do you think is gonna go on? And
Yeah, why is this old horny man with an erect like half penis in his pants inviting you back?
Yeah,
Like,
he's got like Rhino 69 stuck to his
yeah.
feet.
And if you are there for networking, understand that sucking dick is part of the networking.
Yeah.
That's all. Just understand what it
Yes.
is. Like, I'm not for it. I'm not saying that's right or anything
these
like that.
producers
I'm just
do.
saying, let's be honest.
Yeah, how do you think
these
Mark
fuckers do.
Zuckerberg got ahead? He took his robot mouth and put it on a lot of penises.
He was just he was able to suck 1,000 dicks a minute.
yeah.
that's great.
Wow.
That's talent.
Yeah, want to talk about broadband?
That's 5G
Yeah.
right there. That's the first 5G.
Okay, I'm gonna stop hijacking the show with my rhetoric.
No, it's fine. I'm almost done.
All right, so I'm imagining that he's in Trub now.
Yeah, he's a
Chub-
little bit of
He's
trouble
in
on that
trouble.
one.
Yeah, he's a trouble boy.
Now, Dick
Trouble.
Tracy, i.e. Warren Beatty, he shows up and he goes, something's fucking,
Something's not right here.
something's fucking, you know, Dick Tracy's catchphrase.
Oh. So yeah, this doesn't look too good for little Phil boy. He's like, I kind of fucked up here. And so
A little bit.
His limo driver actually just like, all right, dude, I'm calling the cops. Yeah, you're crazy.
Sometimes it's worth it to tattle on your boss.
Yep.
always.
Yep. So now Phil's
Every time.
in deep shit. So Phil is arrested, but since he's a fucking millionaire, he's let out on $1 million bond. So he's roaming around,
Bonds.
spreading his jazz.
I
more.
love L.A. Yeah.
Yeah. His trial it begins with him defending himself, saying that Lana killed herself, and it was not Phil that actually pulled her trigger, but Lana herself.
Did,
Oh
did
my
he,
God.
Did he have a lawyer or did he go
He had the
crazy?
best lawyers.
I could imagine.
he had
okay.
John Gotti's lawyer,
Okay.
O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Wow.
Johnny Cochran?
Yeah, that dude.
Oh, wait, Robert Kardashian?
Well, no, Cochran was the head lawyer on the,
right,
on the
right,
bit.
right.
And then John Gotti's lawyer, and then I forgot John Gotti's lawyer stepped down because he couldn't deal with the case anymore. And his colleague took over.
He keeps waving a gun in my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Every time I say, "How are you today?" he just starts waving a gun and
Wow.
asking what wig makes him look younger.
He's just in court jerking off, going, objection!
He actually he looks like he's jacking off in court. He's so nervous. He's like this the whole time. Like
Yeah.
Phil, he's like, oh, I'm gonna come.
So it is a good time. We mentioned the hair bit before, but
Yes.
in court, you can find the funniest pictures of this
Yeah,
man.
you just type his name and it's pretty.
Phil
disgusting.
Spector, look at these. Travis, you're going to have so much to work with
Oh,
on,
yeah.
on this
Yeah.
thumbnail.
I'm excited.
Yeah, he's a very attractive man. So.
Sure am.
So yeah, he's got all these fucking lawyers, and hold on. Yeah, their whole case was around that Lana was like killed herself, and that like I said the limo driver had said that he came outside and told the limo driver that he killed someone.
So I may have
Wow.
killed someone.
They
Yeah,
said
may
that
or
the
may
limo
not.
driver didn't understand good English, so he might have
Oh.
mistaken Phil
Oh.
for saying that someone might have killed someone, and not that he did it.
That's a
Flip the
perfectly
script.
natural sentence to say.
Yeah.
Someone killed someone.
He said that someone will kill someone.
Wow. Well, we are, in America, where many limo drivers are hard of speak.
Well, I'm just saying, Los Angeles is a bilingual. There's no official language.
Right. Well,
That's true.
really, what should have happened, in all fairness, is Phil should have learned Spanish.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because,
Give him
who
like,
knows?
yo, flow him some bills. Yo, you didn't see shit.
yeah, honestly, I think I killed someone. Also, do you like cash?
Yeah. Yeah. Kill.
How's a check sound for $1 million? And you can just never return to America.
Oh, he came and said, no, kill someone. He said, lady, kill someone.
I think that's where Phil went wrong. He didn't tip his driver.
He was Korean.
He's
All right.
He was Brazilian.
He should have come out.
Brazilian.
Brazilian.
Oh, well, then he
Oh.
knew.
He was a Brazilian military officer, retired military officer.
They
Oh,
know
So-
English. They know plenty
So-
English.
This guy was no bullshit. He was like, you killed someone.
Yeah. So he ran out there with his shirt, no pants. Langosta muerta.
Wow, that's
Wow.
Ay, mijo. That's how you would say, they died. Ay, mijo. Oh no, is it? I probably said that wrong. I'm gonna hear guff later from Gabby on that.
So he's got all this fucking money. He's dragging this shit out. He's fucking making it last, So eventually, they're like, yo, this is bullshit. She did not fucking kill herself. Like, no woman after meeting someone for 2 hours decides that they are depressed and want to end their lives.
Yeah. Sorry, Phil.
Wow.
Your cult's not that good.
Yeah. And when they found the body, there was candles lit, like drinks out on the table, music playing in the background. He was totally trying to just fuck, and she didn't want to do it.
Okay.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's pretty gruesome, the photo too. There's like teeth everywhere. Like blew her like right in the teeth.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
like.
Do you want to look at the photo?
Yeah, you can type in
okay.
Lana Clarkson dead.
I'm not googling
Lana
this.
Clarkson dead.
Jesus
She's like
Christ.
slumped over in the chair, and you just see like teeth all around her body and shit. I showed it in the documentary I was watching. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, she's hot too. It's a pretty damn shame.
Really beautiful woman. That's such a shame.
Man.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, and she wasn't even drunk at all.
Thanks. I'm glad that Getty Images owns this picture.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
good.
too.
Good. Yeah.
Wow, what a fucking. This is horrible.
And then Phil would actually he married a Playboy model. I forgot her name. Didn't write it in the script.
What, right after this
Yeah,
bitch?
like 2006. He was married to some whore.
Fair enough.
Wow.
He's just such a nice person.
He understands
bipolar.
me.
That's what
Nice
he just-
attracts
he's-
nice.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone's got issues.
Well, thanks.
I'm very upset that this man killed Kelly Clarkson's mom.
Yeah.
I am too. He's
Yeah.
She's
She's a beautiful woman. She had a
Yeah.
nice rack on her.
damn shame.
There should be a special therapist for just individuals who have been peed on, I feel like.
Yeah, that probably would have held a lot of. That would have saved this woman's life.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And probably not bothered Leonard Cohen so much.
Yeah.
They should have
That's the
shit on him.
important part.
They should have shit on him instead.
Yeah.
You know what you got to do? You got to put your asshole on them before you start
Fart.
shitting to ensure the
so
messiest.
It
Yeah, so
balloons out.
it blossoms. You know what I mean?
They should have teabagged him. That'd been funnier. Or Roman helmets might like a good one.
What's a Roman helmet?
It's when you drape
Do
your
it.
ball sack over someone's eyeballs.
I call that Arabian goggles.
That's a good one too.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
I've never done that. That's terrible.
You never done that? Roman helmet?
Well, dude, I'm not very flexible, so I can't
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
separate my legs that much. I'm
Yeah,
kind of like a
so-
Lego person.
I have to do yoga.
You gotta do some yoga. Come on.
All right, cool. Well, let's continue with
Yeah.
Phil Spector here.
So,
Poor Lana Clarkson. She was a victim here, but also rather dumb.
Exactly.
Like,
Come on.
Natural. You know,
what do you mean?
No, I mean, come on. You
I'm
gotta
being
use
honest.
some common sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you ain't going like no one's like
Now,
no one wants to be your friend
I'm
like
sa-
that.
I'm saying Phil. We all know Phil overreacted here. That doesn't need to be explained to anyone. What I'm saying is that you don't go to someone's house like this and expect
chat.
to just
Yeah.
shit.
But here's what I'm imagining. She's like, all right, I'll suck a little chode to network. And then he pulls it out and it's just fucking gross.
You're
You know what I mean?
blaming it on
And-
his
and,
team.
like
too.
she's allowed to back down without dying is what I feel like.
So you talk sexy and you hold it and you just do a little jib job.
No.
I just picture like a little like a snub, like a little snub, like
Yeah, like a
little-
half-eaten
little
cashew or
like a
something, you know what I
droopy
mean?
Little piece of skin.
Wow, like a hangnail.
Yeah, like a hangnail. It's a
Yeah.
good analogy.
I mean, the moral of the story is don't fuck rich people because they eat babies and they fucking will shoot you in the face and fuck your corpse.
And they're
Yeah.
rich because they're lacking something sexual. They need to get rich. The
Yeah, rich
sexual
people are
thing is-
sick.
Is not
They have
there.
a void to fill.
I'm rich and I am extremely sexual.
Imagine having sex, aka getting murdered by Jeff Bezos.
It's probably amazing. He probably
I have
choke
a
you
nice
out to
funeral.
an ultimate orgasm.
Well,
But that's
it'll
not
be
me.
it'll be a robot choking you out,
Well,
and
he-
then
he
you
would
die, and he'd wait till you get cool and have his way with your body.
Could you imagine Alexa
no.
that only listened to him? Alexa, choke that bitch harder. All right, continue, Mike. This is getting ridiculous.
So
I love it.
the evidence is not hold up.
Good.
I would have.
Don't cut that out,
The
Swick.
evidence did not hold up in court, and Phil was sentenced to 19 years to life in prison.
What?
That's
That's
it?
nothing.
That's all he got. It was 19 years. That's what happens when you get good lawyers.
Right. You're a real bastard, Phil. But I will
Okay.
say,
She was kind of a whore.
I am a huge Beach Boys fan. And because of the joy you
There you
bring
go.
me to it, and everyone on the West Coast, you shall only do 19 years for murdering a beautiful woman with a rack that's so fine. I am angry thinking, 20 years for that rack.
Not even 20, give him 19. Like,
No, I know, but
Yeah,
What
it's
kind of
weird.
bullshit is
I was
that?
still play in the courtroom. I
Who
wasn't
the
there.
Fuck said 19 years. Like who does that?
Yeah, it seems like
Why
a
don't we
weird
get- why don't we
number.
get 20?
Yeah.
Why not just say
Round up,
you're
round
pretty
up.
old? you're gonna
Yeah, you're
die
gonna
in
die.
there.
Yeah.
You're dying.
Just
in
go
there.
till
A
dead.
little foreshadowing, Tom. You're kind of ruining the script now.
Oh well.
Oh, wow.
It's all done.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Little
Mike.
foreshadowing, and Tom ruined the script.
He's future predictive.
What? But that there's another incident.
Oh God.
He would try for an appeal in 2011, but eventually be denied.
Hmm.
And there was reports of Phil in prison getting the shit beat out of him for having a big mouth.
Oh, so he was getting peed on. The real, there's a full loop here. He's getting peed
Prison
on.
pees
Circle
harder.
now. He's getting the abuse that he's been craving for the past 60 years.
Oh.
Is now coming back to him.
So
Karma.
his little cashew is probably a Brazil nut.
So I'm thinking.
Brazil nuts are
Yeah,
bigger
there you
than
go.
cashews.
That's what I mean. It grows.
Oh, okay.
In
That's what you're
prison.
talking
It
about.
starts as a cashew and then becomes a Brazil nut.
That's nice.
You gotta water it once in a while.
Ew.
Well, so
I-
his appeal is no. The same judge is just like I listen to your music every day, Phil, but I
That
can't
girl,
let you out.
come on, Phil. That girl you killed. This.
She was just hot as fuck.
You can't really look past that, Phil.
Phil, if I let you out, Phil, you know what you're gonna do? You gotta kill another hot one. We can't have that.
Yeah.
Those are in rare supply.
Can you sign my Let It Be album, Phil?
You were gonna cut some poor girl's OnlyFans account in half.
Oh jeez.
She's
I got a
not-
quick
What a
pee,
prostitute.
sorry.
I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta,
she's got a prost.
well, Tom already let the cat out of the bag. Anyone want to ask me how he dies?
How does this very unstable musical genius die?
Mm.
So Phil's in prison, and the old COVID took a little Phil boy out this year.
Oh.
This January.
Really?
Yeah,
This is a recent one.
recent. He would have been eligible
Wow.
for parole in 2024. He was 81.
Wow.
Rest in peace, you. Idiot.
No, rest in grease.
I think we should make a wall of sound for him.
I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell.
What's your favorite wall of sound band?
Oasis.
Okay.
Supersonic.
What about you?
Jokes being made, I can't tell.
Ooh.
Yeah, Cody
You like that
doesn't.
song "Be My Baby" by the Ronettes? That's a good one.
That's not really a wall of sound song.
Fucking, I don't know.
I would think
My Bloody
mo-
Valentine's shitty song. I don't know. It's fucking.
it doesn't
Well,
matter.
that's
Yeah,
different.
it's fine. I mean, Queen
shoegaze
has a lot of
kinda,
wall of sound parts. The wall of sound is like when you just everything is blown out.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Think Rammstein. They are the ones who turned the wall of sound into the next level LimeWire available MP3s.
Oh, I love all the spellings they had on
Yeah.
LimeWire.
I like
Puddle
of Mud.
Puddle of Mud is a great one. Creed, Daughtry.
Human clay.
Human Clay, classic.
Do you guys want to sing a Daughtry song on the way out?
I'm
Yeah.
coming home.
Yeah, we'll sing that, but at the end. So
Okay.
listen, Mike, great job with the research.
Coming
Yeah, dude.
home.
Good script there.
I'm sorry for everyone that's to listen to me talk like an idiot.
No, that was great. I learned a lot about a man who I had a feeling I didn't like.
Well,
His name's Mike.
I mean, I think the one thing that made it nice was that you said he was being abused a lot in jail. So you
Yeah.
know his mouth was being used as a pussy.
Yeah, he probably was into it after a while.
Yeah.
You know, you can become accustomed to where you live eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody, what are your thoughts on music?
I'm still struggling how it supersedes the concept of sound or noise, rather. But I'm hanging in there. I can nod. I can yes man and yes and on this. So I did my best faking. I knew what I was talking about this episode.
Hell yeah. I think you
Thanks,
did.
Mike.
You really hung in
Wow.
there, right? And yeah, I just want to say that, Mike, you said he bopped around for 20 years and didn't do anything. He really didn't do anything. On the Wikipedia,
Yeah.
it says from 1981 to 2000,
Yeah, you're just jerking off.
2003. That's 22 years. He did nothing. This was the most. This is the
He
biggest.
was
producer.
you know he was boning bitches.
No,
and
but I'm
shit,
talking about
bro.
like look at the career stuff. If you go to all the
Yeah, there's no-
other
he didn't do-
sections
he
of the
just-
Wikipedia,
yeah,
it's
he
like,
stopped
oh, look
doing
at all the things he's accomplished, and then 22 years of legitimately nothing to speak of.
he's bipolar.
Well, so what?
So what?
I'm a
Just playing
bicycle rider.
whack-a-mole.
When you make so much money, I feel like I'd do the same thing. I'd be like,
I
I'm
would
not
too.
doing shit anymore.
Speaking of so much money, go to Roast Mortem's
Please.
Patreon,
Yeah.
patreon.com/roastmortemcast. Give us your money. We will convert it immediately to Dogecoin.
Yeah.
We will immediately
Oh,
put it into
no.
Space Moon. We are going to have a great afternoon with your money.
Please.
Mike
Um,
needs $30,000 so he can do
Please.
nothing.
Yeah.
I need $30,000, please.
Right. So with that, that's the end of the episode. As I said,
That's a trick.
Start the
saying
plug.
please.
the place where I belong, where the love has always been a love for me.
Coming home.
You're skipping beats, Mike. You just.
I only know that one part of that song.
I'm getting my gun.
I get
I'm getting my gun.
but I get up again.
No, I'm not getting. I'm getting my gun. I said.
Oh, I wanted to
Is
get
that a
knocked
Slipknot
down.
song?
Well,
Tom?
you really killed my momentum there. I was gonna get my.
Cody, this is called music. If you don't, you know how to
I'm gonna
join
get
in. You want to do
fucked
a sea shanty?
I'm gonna shove it in your mouth, girl.
Yeah, it does sound a little abusive. Okay, thanks for
Just a
listening,
little
everyone.
bit.
Mike, thanks for the research. Cody,
You guys are welcome.
Stay sharp on that razor scooter of yours. Travis.
Coming home.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll go to the studio. And as I said before, follow us on the social medias and yada yada yada. Patreon, we have it. I'm coming home.
All right.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you.